Hi, this is Jarod Dananjaya. Today we are going to discuss APQP, Advanced Product Quality Planning. Before we start it, I'd like you to check this picture. This is the iconic diagram of APQP, and throughout this video, we are going to talk a lot about this picture. Now let's get started. You are going to get a proper understanding of what, where, why, when, how long, who, and how the APQP goes from one phase to another. And you will get also an idea about all the items related to the inputs and outputs of every single phase of the APQP. The APQP stands for Advanced Product Quality Planning. It is one of the 5 core tools of IATF 16949 Quality Management System. The APQP, in short, is a project management system applied in a new car development activity, and it covers 5 development phases. The first phase is planning, the second is product design, the third is process design, the next is design verification and validation, and the last is production and feedback assessment and corrective action. We need the APQP in car component manufacturing companies. All companies subscribe to IATF 16949 Quality Management System that are involved in new car making projects are required to apply this project management system. In car making, since a new model development takes thousands of new components and subcomponents that are manufactured by hundreds or maybe thousands of companies, the activities may likely face many kinds of problems. The companies couldn't go in line well. The problem mostly happened because every company had its very own way of executing its project. Therefore, we need to apply a generic standard. The APQP project may last for approximately 150 weeks. The plan and definition making regarding the car concept should be coming up 3 years before the outcoming of the first piece of the car from the assembly line. The companies that are involved are all suppliers in all tiers of the car manufacturing supply chain. The car maker itself, the first tier suppliers, the second tier, and the following tier suppliers. Each company should maintain an APQP team, and the team has to be in the form of a simultaneous engineering team or a multidisciplinary team. They need to get along and work together within a single general timeline. The APQP runs within 5 phases. As you can see in the diagram, the first phase is called Plan and Define Program. The second is Product Design. The third is Process Design. The fourth is Product and Process Design Verification and Validation. And the last one is Production. As the production goes on, the feedback, assessment, and corrective action need to be conducted. The APQP begins with the Plan and Define Program. This phase aims to identify the customer's needs and expectations. All the APQP activities need to focus on the customer's interests and the making of better car that may compete with others. Therefore, the team should maintain some specific approaches to read the customer's lips to get a better and clearer understanding of what they have in mind. The APQP works by receiving inputs and delivering outputs from one phase to another. One phase's input poses as input for the next phase. In this APQP long and timely procedure, we need to make sure that all the inputs and all the process should be good enough to bring out good inputs. We need also to make sure that the APQP project at the end will produce only good inputs by giving great attention to every phase input and process from the very beginning. You can see from the diagram, the planning as the first phase of the APQP comes with 6 inputs to deliver 7 outputs. The first step the team needs to do is to get the voice of the customers for the first input. They need to listen to that voice in the form of some reports, market research, historical warranty, the quality information, as well as the team's own experience. The second input is from business plan and marketing strategy. The third is from the product and process benchmark data. The fourth input is from the product and process assumptions they develop. The fifth is from the product reliability studies, and the last input is from the customer's very own input. The six inputs altogether may support the program activities and bring out the relevant outputs. All should be delivered in the form of technical documents of design goal, reliability and quality goal, preliminary bill of materials, preliminary process flowchart, preliminary listing of product and process characteristics, production assurance plan, and management support. Back to the picture, you can see that the product design and development as the second phase delivers two outputs, output from designer and output from APQP team. Output from designer carries 9 engineering items, while output from APQP team carries 5 engineering items. In this phase, the APQP process is driven to ensure the comprehensiveness and critical review of all engineering requirements and all other related technical information. In this phase also, a preliminary feasibility analysis will be made to assess the potential problem that could occur during manufacturing. Back to the picture, you can see that the process design and development as the third phase delivers output and carries 12 engineering items. The main idea of this third phase is to get a manufacturing system that can ensure that the customer requirements, needs, and expectations are met. Also to discuss the major features of developing a manufacturing system and its control plan to achieve quality products by addressing the inputs of the previous phase. Back to the picture again, you can see that the product and process verification and validation delivers output that carries 8 engineering items. This fourth phase discusses the major features of the validating process through an evaluation of a production trial run. Some features indicate if the control plan and process flowchart are being followed, the products meet customer requirements. The trial run can identify additional concerns for investigation and resolution before the regular production runs. Now back to the picture again, you can see that the production phase delivers output that carries 3 engineering items. Within the fifth phase, the APQP teams and all the related team elements in the supply chain are to be discharged. However, the organization still have responsibility to get feedback and make assessments and corrective actions throughout the regular production run, to attend when all special and common causes of variation are present, to maintain the implementation of the production control plan, to evaluate that all special characteristics meet the indices specified by the customer, and to evaluate the effectiveness of the product quality planning effort. Back to the picture again, you can see that feedback assessment and corrective action delivers output, closed loop outputs for the next APQP program. And the output carries 6 engineering items as what we have in the beginning. The most important ideas of this last phase are to deliver feedback to the next APQP program, to make assessments and corrective actions throughout the regular production run, the quality operation, and the commercial operation, and to produce much data to support the next program. In line with the long-term car development program, the APQP teams would run the program one after another to produce better quality cars and bring them to the market to cater the need and expectation of the customers. The diagram moves from one timeline to the next timeline and the continuing timelines. Well, this is the end of our APQP discussion. I know this video is too short to give a clear picture of 150-week APQP program and activity. To get to know more, you may check the APQP reference manual and reporting format developed by the APQP and control plan teams that was sanctioned by Chrysler, Ford, General Motors Supplier Quality Requirement Task Force.